Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Jayhawks offense comes on the field first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you... today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7. The Red Raiders hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Using his legs, it's Valdez. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up. And the Red Raiders will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. The Kansas offense is back out there now. Last drive stalled. Forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
He makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, this is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
The big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now to try here for the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Locates the tight end. It's complete. The Red Raiders come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Miller. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hudson. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. And the Red Raiders pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Play action here on first down. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he's got it again. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, staying holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Well, Kirk, Kansas has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And here's the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Scanning the field. It's Brown. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Jayhawks moving quickly down the field here.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. Gonna run it. It's Valdez. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to pass. It's Hammond. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Because I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Fresh set it down for the offense, 1st down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against a pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
He's escaping the pocket now. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open. Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. The pass is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. 2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. And the Red Raiders come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. To throw, it's Hammond. And this time it's complete. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Good catch just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's tackled after the catch. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Grab down the middle. It's Hudson. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line. And the offense will use a timeout. Have a quick meeting on the sideline. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. The 50. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Kansas. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
Wow, that's a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception because sometimes you see a guy hesitant. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a dynamite start to the Big 12 championship. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and what could be a finish to this Big 12 championship they'll be talking about for a long, long time.
The Jayhawks will kick it away to get us going in the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Red Raiders will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings out fourth down now. The Red Raiders will have to kick it away. That's his fourth punt already today. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Kansas offense is back out there now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call.
Hold it.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking downfield, it's Brown. He's moving out of the pocket now. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
It's a good job by the defense here on this third down, and now it's going to bring up a big fourth down play and a decision here for the head coach.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After the loss on first down, it's second and long from the 22. There's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage here. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. The Red Raiders will line up to kick it away. Already punted 5 times now today. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Breaks loose at the 40. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Finding some room at the 25. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Back to throw. It's Hammond. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They look to throw it here on second down, bringing pressure. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. Caught behind the line. It's Douglas. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. And the Red Raiders will bring their punt team on the field now. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. But he's got some space here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll run it from the gun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, Kirk, Kansas has the lead here. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. And they hand it off to the back. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that 1st down.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35. The Red Raiders come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Good enough for 1st down yardage. And the Red Raiders pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Receiver in motion now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The Red Raiders will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Kansas offense is back out there now. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Some hard running there through a tackle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. And the Jayhawks will have 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Hey, it's a great job in this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's Brown. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Look out, he's got some space. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Jayhawks will line up here on 1st down and goal. Here's the handoff, 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, yeah, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
And the extra point goes up and good. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Let's fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Hudson. Tackle made after a big gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. Quarterback operating an empty set. Looking downfield. It's Hammond. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And the Red Raiders hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And now they'll just clock it to freeze the time. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Cannot escape, and down he goes. Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The Red Raiders will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Game moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.